Guys, so welcome back to another video. So yeah, here is my best friend, my co-worker, my son, my 10-year-old son. So yeah, he's basically been helping me. As you can see, on his side, this is basically the clutch and pressure plate. Let's see that clutch, Amar. Now the clutch, look how tarnished on the other side. Look how terrible that clutch look. That was burnt off from there. This right here is the new clutch. So if you're looking at, if you're looking at the comparison, the studs are bigger. It's much better quality. Yeah, the clutch burnt off completely. There's not any copper around it. Like I said, as you can see, it's a fully looped brand. Even if you look at the pressure plate, the studs, that's the old one. The studs on the new one is bigger. It's much more solid. And as well as on the inside of the pressure plate, if you look at the actual discs, this one is much bigger compared to that. So yeah, this basically being the update on the performance clutch. The flywheel as well. Let me just let you have a look at the flywheel. The flywheel is not bad. There's no skimming needed, but I need to clean it, so it's very greasy. But as you can see, there's not really any grooves pierced into it. Sorry for the poor video quality. I'm trying to take it as best as I can, but as you can see, it's more dirty. So I don't think it will need a visit to the engineers, just a nice clean off of everything. So cleaning of the flywheel area, trying to clean the back. I'm not going to take the flywheel off because these nuts needs to be torqued. I would have loved to clean thoroughly behind there, but I don't have the main seal for the back. There's another rubber behind this. As you can see, it is a dual mass flywheel. Sorry about that. As you can see, it is a dual mass flywheel, basically meaning the double layers. That basically being for the comfort of the drive and the drive changes. Hence the reason these gearboxes being very powerful in terms of for the spinning and long road and things like that. More so you're getting sinker problems. A lot of people that spin a lot with these cars have problems with the first gears popping out or grinding. I think that more is a problem of a lack of driving skill, or at least the handling of the car, more than the actual gearbox itself. So as you can see, it's a dual mass flywheel. It needs to be cleaned off nice and thoroughly, but nothing is even I felt around it. Everything feels smooth. If you look at it for the most part, you can see that there's no grooves of any kind, you know, it's just muck. And so basically a nice thorough clean of everything, and then also cleaning the sump area, the stone tray, this being the new clutch cylinder I bought. Is a bit dirty right now. I'm going to clean everything up once I put it back in. So I'm just going to clean up here, me and my son. I'm going to do the bottom. He's going to do the gearbox, the prop and things like that for me. I'll clean up here, over here. And then I might put the clutch on today. I might. But yeah, I don't want to do it in a rush. I got here, so I want to clean it properly. The putting in is not really that challenging. I think it would take me just a couple of hours to put everything back in. So yeah, alhamdulillah, I got this far. I am extremely excited that there's no damage to the actual flywheel. I would have loved to replace it as well as the seal on the back, but yeah, I had to replace the rubber that comes on the gearbox in, the prop shaft rubber. So that has been done. Some nice clearance. I slid the gearbox out with no issue through the front, as I said I would. So yeah, it's over there. I was just taking my son as well through some of the parts to explain to him, you know, what's the clutch plate, what's the pressure plate, what being a release bearing, the functionalities of it, I mean, you know, look how good the release bearing being, you know, spinning nicely and everything. Nice and secure in here, not being able to pull out compared to the one that's laying in here with his bearings out, basically with his guts out. So I'm gonna turn it upside down so long so that the oil and things can run out, and then I'm gonna do the first clean to it, and then my son can take over because I don't really want him getting full of grease and things like that. But then he can carry on with the cleaning of the prop shaft nuts, the prop shaft itself, sand it lightly down, the cleaning of the fire cover, the cleaning of the gearbox strut, and then okay, I need to go and collect the rubber. Well, actually I'm just waiting for my I actually need to go and collect the rubber. And yeah, this basically being the setup right now. If you look at it, I mean, I understand that the full clutch is not here for you to actually make a comparison, but if you look alone at the centerpiece of the clutch, I mean, it's pathetic. It's really pathetic if you look at how small the studs are over here to how big the studs are over there. Also how much this is protruding in terms of the grip for the axle compared to this one. As you can see, it's much better. Also the boy, don't let anything mess on you, eh? Have to be very gentle with this. And yeah, basically being the size of the flywheel itself, or sorry, the pressure plate, compared to the amount of plate that is on here, as you can see, it cracked in 3 places, over there, over there, over there. And obviously this being the reason why I had the flame issue when driving the car. I think I was doing a top end of, what was I driving at the time, the car? Was it a lighter, boy? What, 220? We were doing, where were we, on the M5 now? Yeah, so I think the N7 is coming from Friedenberg. So I think I was probably doing what, 180, 220. So yeah, that basically being the reason why the flame came, we just to understand. So yeah, the clutch was clearly past its due time. This is not just simply a matter of me spinning and kaputs. This is the end result. I would say this is a very cheap clutch. I tried looking for the brand of it, and it's leading me here to a Lu clutch. Where did I see it? Boy, look for me here. I saw somewhere Lu here. There, over there. So yeah, the Lu clutch over there. So yeah, I think this might be an old brand or something, or a cheap brand from it, but yeah, this is the racing set over here. So we're going to do that. Let's say hello to you. Hi, man. Busy. No, man. Welcome to the channel. Oh! It's my neighbor, my good neighbor.